Here we go.
This is In the Gutters with Blake.
Hi, this is Blake. I've been working on another video that I was trying to put out about collecting comics and about the prices of comics, etc., but I decided to just shelf that one. I'm going to do the review on a book that I've been collecting called Something is Killing the Children. I mean, that was a great title. The minute I saw that in the comic store, I was like, that is a great name for a book. You know, I don't know if it's going to be any good, but it's a great name for a comic book. I managed to get the first 18 comics. I'm 19. The 19th one just came out, I guess. And I waited until I got the last issue that I needed, number 5, before I read the entire series. If it was bad, then I would have been a little upset. This is a hot book. I've heard some people on YouTube that talk about hot comic books talking about this one. I think most people who read comics or watch genre films, genre television, will recognize the story of a monster hunter or a group of monster hunters and an organization that is vigilant against monsters that pop up and kill people, kill children especially. And the story by James Tynion starts with some murders of three young boys. There's one lone survivor. There was 4 kids, and there's one lone kid that survives named James. James tries to explain to the police what happened, but he tells them that he can't remember anything. That's when you're introduced to the main character, Erica Slaughter, where she's already saved some other child and she's about to go on to her next mission. I'm making it sound a little sillier than what's presented. Then you get James, the kid, the lone survivor of the monster attack, and he's being bullied at school. But then you see Eric Slaughter. She's making her way into town, and it goes right to the school where James is waiting at in the parking lot because he's got bad parents apparently. She kind of tells him that she'll believe anything, whatever he says. She knows who he is. She knows he's one of the victims. She just wants him to tell her what happened, and she'll believe whatever he says. And he talks about being attacked by a monster. The other kids getting, pretty gruesomely dismembered and killed by the monster. And she says she's going to go kill it. And he wants to help. But that's kind of where the story starts. There's a lot more to it than that. There's, the organization eventually becomes involved because they think she's screwing up what's going on in the town and that they're going to have to do something about that. The basic premise is a small town with a monster problem, and the girl from outside comes and to deal with the monsters, and slowly the sheriff and other people start realizing that maybe they should just leave this girl alone and let her do what she does because they're not equipped to deal with what's going on. I liked the main character, Erica Slaughter. Although if you just replaced her with a dude, it wouldn't really make a difference in the story. But there's nothing, if you had placed a dude in the role of Erica Slaughter and made it Eric Slaughter, it wouldn't have changed the story at all. She definitely, in this story, she probably wouldn't pass that Bechdel test. She doesn't have any defining characteristics as a woman, really. I mean, because she's just a machine killer of monsters. But that's probably why I started buying the series, was that I liked the design of the main character, and they put out so many of these variant covers that I liked, like the Jay Lee cover, and among others. There was one by Dan Quintana, which probably got me interested in buying the series. I do buy for the art, and the covers were kind of what got me into this, even though I'm not a guy that chases variant covers that often. In the interior art is, especially in the beginning, it's very sketchy and seems kind of rushed, but towards the latter 10 issues that I've read, it's gotten a little better and a little cleaner and a little looks a little more finished. And it had a few surprises in the story, and there was never a time where I got to the end of an issue and I wanted to go, you know what, that's enough, I'll read the rest of this later. I just read it all in one flourish. The weakest part of the story is when it gets to the origin story, which is the 16th issue, where it's told in flashback, basically. When the main character is put into danger, you never really think she's in danger because you know what's going to happen to her. She's going to be an adult at some point defending children. So they probably should have just told it in order, in chronological order. But overall, I like the story. I enjoyed it, and I would recommend it if you don't have just picking up the trades if you don't want to spend the money to get all of these back issues. I guess that's where I should probably end it. I don't want to give away too much, even though I did have a few little spoilers here and there. And I don't collect a lot of new series that come out because a lot of them just don't interest me. I don't think most of them are very good. I mean, I've read Tinian's last House on the Lake, and that's got me wanting to come back, and I think that's even better than what this story is. Anyway, that's all I got. I like the story. I would recommend it. Thanks for listening. Bye. Didn't care for Geiger. Only took me one issue to realize how that was a stinker. Cult of Dracula. Vampires are hot right now. Didn't care for that one. You Promised Me Darkness. There's another one. I should do a review on all these. I don't know why I don't, but I hate bad mouthing. That's why I'm sticking to trying to do positive reviews. It kind of ties in with my comics collecting video that I didn't post here. There's a lot of stuff to buy. You can't collect it all. It's kind of hard.